Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and welcome back to another weight loss video. Hope you enjoy. Okay, real talk, is 26 too late to turn your life around and get in shape if you're 400 pounds? I just bought a kitchen scale, gym, attire, started meal prepping, and walking 12k steps in the park near my house. I can't help but have these thoughts that say, you're too old, you've already missed out on the best part of your life, and you're never going to stick with it. You'll go back to eating fast food in no time. I want to change. I want to be healthy and stop living in this flesh prison. I want to be able to talk to romantic partners without thinking that I'm too fat and there's no chance in hell they'll be into me. Can I do it, you guys? Or am I doomed to fail because of a lifetime of food addiction? In 12k steps, you're killing it. Keep doing that. As one of my friends said, every step taken by somebody who is miserably out of shape is one step further than somebody at home on the couch. Think of it this way. In 4 years, you're going to turn 30. You have a choice. You can be 30 years old and 400 pounds, plus morbidly obese and sick and unhappy, or you can be 30 years old and sleek, strong, powerful, and with the story of inspiration that other people are drawn to irresistibly. Which do you prefer? You can do it. It's never too late. I'm old enough to be your mother if I started early, and I was able to do it. And I didn't start getting fit and off fast food and soda until my mid-30s. Also, weight aside, the best years of my life are happening right now. 20s were an immature bore. The 40s have been excellent. I was 450 plus pounds 2 years ago, and now I'm 244 at 27. It's never too late, man. I'm starting to go to the gym again and making sure I'm going to lose more weight during the fall and winter. It's all about commitment and progress, and it takes a lot of time. You got this. Absolutely not. It's never too late to start to better yourself. Also, 12k steps is amazing. You're making all the right choices. I started for real at 34 and 629 pounds. I turned 36 next month and I'm now 395. In under 2 years, I'm 234 pounds lighter. I've had another baby, now 7 months, and I'm the fittest I've ever been in my life. I swim 2+ miles 3 times a week, I do almost every fitness class that my gym offers, and I can now walk several miles, more than I ever could when I was in college, without breaking a sweat. I still have a lot of weight to lose, but it's coming off and I'll be spending my 40s in the best of my life, with a newfound love of fitness and doing all the things I didn't do because I was too fat. Listen, you are never too old, too sick, or too late to turn your life around and start being healthy. Aim for small steps, 1% better every day, and before you know it, you'll be in the best shape of your life. You didn't miss out on the best part of anything. The moment you started walking that 12k, the best part of your life began. Don't stop walking. The best decade of my life so far was 30 to 40, and I'm far from being the only person to say so. It's the time after you've lost a lot of insecurities, learn to accept yourself better, and before your body tells you that you aren't 20 anymore. 30 is a great time to be 30. It sure helped, however, that I managed to lose 60 pounds from 28 to 30. It would have been nice to lose another 60 to get to a normal weight, but even with half of my surplus off, my quality of life and overall health was so much better. I managed to stay well below my all-time high for 20 years. But then quarantine and foot troubles happened at the same time, and oh well, back to the starting line with 50. So yeah, I never achieved normal weight, but even so, I had a much better time, and you can do better than I did. As others said, you have the choice how you want to spend the rest of your life. It's never too late. Getting healthy means that you will add years to your life. Relatively speaking, by doing this, you will make 26 earlier and earlier in your life. Also, remember this, if not now, then when? Next year, you'll wish that you started today. Keep it up. Add your weight, you will see positive changes, mental and physical, pretty soon. Dude, you just walked 12k steps at 400 pounds. That is an achievement. Think about your goal weight. Then think about someone managing that, carrying around weights that equal the difference on that walk. That's a hell of a workout. That again, you just did. You've decided to make a change. That's honestly the hardest part. From here is really just learning how to make that change stick. You'll mess up, we all do, but you're committed to the change and you'll get right back on it. Focus on making those little changes, cementing them in and then adding onto them. Lifestyle change isn't so big if you think about it as many little changes that you stack together until you got a strong enough base to build the life you want. You mentioned food addiction. Have you considered approaching your general practitioner to discuss getting some referrals to a dietitian, not nutritionist, a psychologist, and/or a physio? Health professionals are here to help, not judge, and these might again be some options to help you build that strong base. Arming yourself with knowledge is the most powerful thing you can do to ensure that the changes you're working on stick. Genuinely looking forward to seeing your progress pics when you nail 20K steps. I don't think it's too old to turn your life around. I also don't think one is doomed to revert to childhood habits when one chooses how one wants to live one's life as an adult. On average, the human brain finishes developing at around age 25. Before that point in time, the ability to have good judgment and impulse control is still developing. Once it's finished, yours is as good as it'll be, and you have to improve any further through wisdom and life experience. So, you've just gotten to a point where you're best able to start improving your life, make good decisions, and stick to them. And as you've just gotten to this point, you've decided that you want to improve your health and lifestyle. I'd say that's a good sign that you might be able to make and keep real changes. Personally, my 20s or younger were not the best part of my life so far. My 20s were hard and messy. I think they are for many people. Sometimes I like to think of the poem that goes, "Grow old among with me, the best is yet to be, the last for which the first was made." A lot of people quite enjoy older parts of their life. Hey, original poster, here are some key information you need to be aware of. First, of course you can do it. I'm a random person on the internet, and I believe in you. That means if I, a random person, could do it, so can you, right? You need to talk with a professional gym trainer because you can hurt yourself with training if you're not careful. Our joints, knees, ankles, and everything are not prepared for training after a lifetime of couch potato life. Your endurance will suck, but it will get better. Do walking every day. Make it sustainable. I found 40 minutes a day sustainable. Consider getting yourself checked with a rheumatologist or orthopedist. You're likely to need physiotherapy. It's super helpful. It helps me with my back pain and build some muscles you never knew you had. Make a food diary of 1 week. Don't judge yourself, just write down everything, and then after 1 week, take a look and think about what seemed excessive and what seemed unnecessary. Personally, I found replacing the usual side dish, fried potato and rice, with veggies a great option to reduce my calorie intake. Also, veggies don't equal salad. There are a crazy amount of different vegetables you can grill, fry on some olive oil or steam, and then use some spices. Don't make a radical change though, because it won't stick. If you're used to eating X amount of chocolate, commit to only eat half chocolate next week, and then continue minimizing it. No need to restrict eating chocolate, but be careful with the amount. Calorie counting is great. Make sure not to be too radical. Mine is set for 1750 kcal a day for now, and so far it's good and comfy. If you do the walking every day, do physiotherapy, and start a not drastic calorie counting diet. You just do this and nothing else, and you're going to see results. Most of my 20s was a dumpster fire. I got up to my highest weight, been rejected so many times, years spent in constant pain, crippling addiction to high fat, high carb junk food. I turned 30 right after marrying my husband, who I met while still obese at age 29, and my life is so much better now. I'm the thinnest I've ever been, depression is well treated, pain is greatly reduced and infrequent, I have friends and hope. I actually look forward to home-cooked food now, which if you asked me 2 years ago if it was possible, I would have laughed you to the moon and back and called you crazy. Never in my wildest dream did I think I'd not only be turning down fast food, but actually look forward to something I cooked that didn't involve tons of bread and sauce. There isn't enough money on earth to make me go back to age 26. Life can get so much better after your 20s. Therapy also helps. Oh, and even now at my thinnest, I struggle to get to 10K steps, and you're getting 12K. Holy moly, that's awesome. And that brings us to the end of the video, Narwhals. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please tap subscribe to join our awesome community, the Narwhals, and for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. And here's our featured Narwhal of the day. 65 pounds lost and another 35 pounds to go.